In the middle of this rocking horse project, I decided to fasten the legs on with a series of 5 holes. And rather than just doing each one individually, I decided to make this whole pattern jig out of plexiglass. So here I'm starting with a piece that I happen to have on hand. I don't know how it ended up this size, but it's about 3/4 inch. So that's about perfect for what I want to do. So if you want to see how I built this, stay tuned. I'm going to start off and just square this up on the table saw so it's about a 6x6. All right, folks, well, don't feel jealous because I have a Bridgeport with a spin table. Feel sorry for me because I don't have a CNC, and this isn't programmed on some fancy dancy machine. We're just here doing all this stuff manual here, and this is my way of finding center on the spin table. I have a pre-machined, pre-lathed, if you will, piece of aluminum that I use with a 1/2 inch rod in the center of my chuck. And so that's how I kind of start my 0, and then I can go from there. We're doing woodworking type stuff, so I'm not too worried about if it isn't absolutely precise. Same with centering on this block of plexi here. Okay, starting from 0, we're going to go to 200, 400, and 500 right there. Lock it in. Rin tin tin, lock it in. And right here I can probably only really do 4 holes maybe. We'll see. We'll see what happens after I do the 4 holes, how it ends up. So I'm going to drill a hole and then turn it 90 degrees, drill another hole, turn it 90 degrees more, drill another hole, turn it 90 degrees, and then land on 0. Alright, so here we go. Degrees it is. So here we go. Gotta be able to see here. $50, $60, $70. Now here I'm not at all worried about how the bit is sharpened for plexiglass, but in the case where you're using a handheld drill, sometimes that can be important. Plexiglass can be a bit on the grabby side as you come to the exit of the hole and chip out, so that's something to watch out for, and there's probably other tutorials out there that would address that. I ended up turning this thing around and around and around. I don't know why I didn't just make the holes in a row and then turn it and make each row, but whatever. Now you're about to get all the holes in a series of shots here. Next, I found an old router bit with more or less a point on it and used it to create some lines going in the two primary directions. And you can't just have that, you also have to have the diagonal directions, of course. From there, I put a end mill in and started cutting it out as a circle. You'll see in a second here that I had a little snafu. Is it really moving on it? Oh crap, it is. Ah! Everything is tightened back down so I can continue cutting it out on the mill. I'm going to cut most of the way and then we'll leave a little bit for the bandsaw to do here. And just using the router with a flush trim bit to clean up the edge. I'm really struggling here trying to get this protective layer to peel off, but I found later that if you take a heat gun to it and just warm it up a bit, it will peel off like nobody's business. No problemo once you do that. I am pleased with how this turned out. It has patterns for 3, 4, 6, and 8 holes going around in a circle, plus obviously the center hole. And other than a few little snafus that happened on the one, I guess mainly one snafu on the mill right here, I really like the way it turned out. 1/4 inch holes in each case, so you can either put a 1/4 inch bit in there and start your hole, drill with that, or you could put a 1/4 inch punch through it and set your holes with that. Either option. I like that enough that I built a second one here, a 5-hole pattern, and so this one turned out a little bit better because as you see I get better at it on the second one compared to the first one, and you can align this one up different ways because, well, 5 holes is just kind of an odd thing, right? And at the end of the video here, beyond me saying goodbye, I will drill a few holes in this horse butt for you. So that's it. Thank you for watching, and please do comment and rate and subscribe. Of course, as always, these things are not meant to be exactly how you should do it. It's just to throw an idea out there, and there's probably 100 ways to do this and 100 different materials to use and all that good stuff, but I do appreciate you watching anyway. See you around.